Whitetail Advantage presents the Frank and Squatch Show, where the outdoors comes alive. Join Frank, the bow hunting tactician, and Squatch, the backwoods storyteller, as they dive into everything hunting. From chasing whitetails in the timber to tracking elk in the mountains, gear talk, campfire tales, and lessons learned the hard way. If it's wild, rugged, and rooted in the hunt, you'll find it here. This is the Frank and Squatch Show.
What's up, brother?
Hey, it's the tactician, the bow tactician. I think that's how the intro is. And I'm the storyteller. I know nothing else about hunting. I'm just a storyteller.
Listen, well, that's what it seems to say.
These deer just like I got them in a yard sale. So I never even hunted. I'm just a storyteller, and you're the bow tactician.
Yep. I mean, hey, listen. I'll take whatever I can get at this point. I don't know about you, but we all know you're the true killer around here.
Oh gosh, yeah, nah, we're listen. You do extremely well, man.
No, thank you, man. I appreciate it.
We make a good, especially like when we're in the woods together. We do extremely well.
Yep.
Because you're the bow tactician. I don't think I've actually listened to that damn intro too much, but it cracks me up.
I heard it once and I was just like, oh, but I didn't really think nothing of it.
Hi, I'm Squatch the Storyteller, everybody. Welcome to the storytelling edition of this show. We introduce you to our tactician of the bow and arrows. This is Frank. Oh my gosh. Listen, how the hell is everybody? I wonder how everybody's doing today. What a miserable freaking day, huh?
It is. It sucks.
Is this winter ever going to end? Do we get away from it? Are we ever going to get away from the snow?
Nope. I will, every time we think we're done, it freaking comes out of nowhere all over again. Slams us with more snow. Makes you upset and grumpy.
Oh.
You got to work all these hours and
I'm kind of like dodging the bullet right now because we're still got rain coming down. It's hovering between 31 and 32 degrees out there.
Mm-hmm.
We put more material down than you could shake a stick at this afternoon. I went around 3 times, scraped the roads off, put stuff down behind us, and thank God we run a mix of salt and sand and stone dust, so it gives a lot of grit to the roads for traction. But problem is sometimes the slush will build up on it and refreeze, and you get an ice skating rink. It's just one of those things. Like I don't know. I'll probably if the temperatures don't go up, I'll have to probably go in later on this morning. Early in the morning, but hopefully they're supposed to get up in the 34. So I'm hoping this is it. Tomorrow's supposed to be 50 degrees. Tomorrow's supposed to be 50. So
I literally got home from work and I had to throw salt in my driveway because it was like an ice skating rink.
Yeah.
And I'm just like, but tomorrow, I'm like, am I actually wasting salt? Because tomorrow it's gonna be 50 something. I was like, whatever. I'll just throw it down so the wife and kids don't fall, So.
Right. Yeah.
But
I hear you, man. It's this time of year. It's like, how do you like? I go to plow out back here, and I'm tearing up mud so I can get out to my woodshed, and it's like, come on, enough's enough, But I think this next week it's supposed to warm up, so we're supposed to have 60s. I think 60s.
Yeah,
I think I saw high 57 or something in the middle of the week. I think next Wednesday is like almost 70. That's gonna be crazy.
Yep.
Who's this G? Who's a G Setcher? What's that name?
That's
Suchu.
I've heard of him before.
It's one of those Italian names. Italian.
It's gotta be. I
think he's an Italian scent maker, but he doesn't make perfume. He makes perfume for the deer woods, which is really cool.
Yeah. I heard that stuff's pretty good. I don't know about you.
Hello, Mr. Gerard.
What's going on, Gerard?
Thanks for tuning in as usual. He makes it. I make it a sauce.
Yeah, too. See, that's that guy. I know him.
Yeah, so yeah. So how you been? Everything's all right? What have you been up to?
Yeah, no, everything's good. I recently bought a new bow sight, so
Oh, that's right.
I
You were
just
telling me. What
yep,
did you end up going with? What
I
brand?
got it's a HHA Optimizer Light X,
Okay.
I
Okay.
believe. Yes,
Okay. So that's a
that's the
single.
correct terminology for it.
It's a single
Single
pin,
pin
right? Yeah.
slider.
Yep.
I
Nice.
threw it on my bow, so it's on there. But be honest with you, I gotta see because I'm gonna contact them because to me it seems like the slider is like a little stiff. I don't know if it's just new, but
Yep.
it's pretty like tough. If you have to make like a quick decision, it takes some effort to pull it. I mean, the sight looks great. I put it on there. It looks good. I'm sure it shoots well. It's just that little part. So I'm gonna reach out to them tomorrow because I've been reading up on it, and there's really nothing as far as that goes. So
Right.
I'm just gonna contact them tomorrow and see what they say and go from there.
Yeah.
Now
So. I got the single pin. Oh, let me grab my bow because my bow's always at my fingertips.
See, that's what I'm talking about. I like your style.
I shoot a CBE. That's the CBE right there.
Yep.
I really, I was telling you, because my eyes are getting older. Frank, I'm not getting any freaking younger.
I hear you. I know, man.
So you guys all know Dave that is on the Whitetail Advantage with us.
Sure do.
He referred me to the CBE single pin, and I was concentrating on 3 pins, right? And then I had a 5 pin set up the year before. I do like having something set, so when I draw back, I range stuff in the woods all the time. So I'm draw back the pins there. But what happens? Because these pretty blue eyes, they're fading because susceptible to all the welding and all the crap that I've done over the years. So my eyes are getting weaker.
Yeah. You're not just for good looks no more.
Yeah, no, that's true. So I went to that single pin because the other ones were starting to like block my target.
Mm-hmm.
And the single pin really helped, Dave, I just was talking about you. Why are we gay?
Yep.
Why are we gay?
Unbelievable. I
was
believe
just
it.
giving you credit.
You give him a compliment. And this is the thing.
Compliment. Well, you know what? He's used to blowing up toilets in the church. So that's my setup. I was just bragging about the CBE site that Dave told me about, but he's usually busy blowing up toilets in the friggin' church. So,
he said, "Look, we're sorry, Dave. Look, hold on."
Oh, Brett, he's talking about. Oh, it was Brett's Ultra View site. See,
yeah. He said, "I'm sorry, we misunderstood, Dave. Our bad."
Then we got
this guy on here.
Pursuit. They actually pay attention to us still?
I guess so.
Oh my god. Well, not for nothing, but they just started their show back up again. You guys check them out. They're on Friday nights on I think YouTube and the internet, and just type in Pursuit Live. You'll find Dave and I think that guy's name is Chris, the other guy.
Yeah.
Dave's a little bit more professional in the woods, I think. He's got it together. That Chris guy, I don't know, maybe. But anywho, yeah, the site, I love it. It really helps clarity when you go to shoot.
Yep.
I'm not too worried. Most of my bow shots are within 20, 25 yards. So I try, if I set that up for 20, I can shoot closer, 10, 12 yards underneath me. I can reach out to 30 because the bow shoots so flat. It's really, really good. So I'm not really too worried about it. I don't have to sit there and mess with it. It's just our setup. I mean, it works good. And I'm glad to see you went. I didn't really care for now the pin you had before. What was that?
That was it was a True Glow. It was called the Range Rover single pin.
Yeah, that's right.
But like you said, like lately I've been I don't know if it's just like how the dot illuminates or whatever in the center, but I just had so many issues with it. I'm like, I'm done.
Yeah.
I was just waiting to change. I was waiting for the year, for bow season to finish up, but then I was like, I'm out of this site,
Yeah. Yeah. That had a clear like plastic insert in it that illuminated almost like a holographic dot in it, right? I think that's how it was.
Yeah. Yep.
Okay.
Yep. It had like the clear little lens, and then it would in the middle it would light up.
Right. Right.
But now, I noticed
go ahead. No, go ahead.
No, I was just gonna say I noticed like a lot of times I would get like it would almost like reflect back.
I was gonna say, did you get glare?
Yeah. Yep. And I think that's what was screwing me up a lot last year too.
Yeah, I could see that happening. It would be something for my eye to concentrate on and kind of disturb me when I would be concentrating on the shot, trying to pick that small, like little indiscrepancy of their hair where I can see something that's not right, like little pinpoint I can aim at.
Yeah, 100%.
I could see something like that frustrating the daylights out of me trying to do it, but that's cool. Now, did you mount it up yet? You said or not?
Yeah. I put on my bow just before it's all mounted up, and that's when I noticed like the slider part of it was a little stiff than I'm used to. The other one did move, but it had a different mechanism to move. So
now is yours a turret style? Does it turn, or is it just pendulum up and down with like a?
It's just a pendulum up and down.
Pendulum. Yeah. Okay.
Yep.
Cool.
Yep.
Cool. So now you're gonna have. Go ahead. You're gonna have to take it out and sight it in. And set your sight tape now to what you're using.
Yeah.
Yeah. Cool.
Yeah. So I mean, we'll see how it goes. So I'm gonna reach out to them tomorrow, see if there's anything I can do to like free it up a little bit so it's not as stiff. Like I said, maybe it's just new and that's how that site is. I don't know. But
is there any screws like a screw that threads into like a head, maybe a nut that's on?
Yep.
Like
that's exactly how it is.
You might have to loosen them up just a tiny bit.
Yeah.
But I don't know.
I did read up on them, and that makes me nervous.
The CBE is a turret style, so it has just a dial and it runs like on teeth, like a teeth setup.
Yeah, that's how my old one was.
It's cool. It's got a lot of adjustment. Plus, the main sight turret. Okay, so you would call that outside ring, I believe, the scope of the sight, I guess. Mm-hmm. That actually can have a fine-tuning adjustment by a slotted screw. Like say you were at 20 and you really wanted to just fine-tune it, you can just move that instead of actually screwing around with your sight tape.
Yeah.
Which makes that nice. It's kind of like a micro adjust on it. It's it's a good setup. But like I said, Dave's been shooting CBE for I think like close to probably 10, 12 years, maybe more. He shot, a lot of like indoor stuff, paper targets and stuff. And he was like, listen, he goes, I can't say enough good about them. He goes, they stand behind their product. He goes, try that site. I actually found it on Amazon. I think I got it for maybe $125. I want to say, which is reasonable because sites
that's reasonable.
Roof. You can go crazy,
especially now.
Yeah. With the war in Iran, bow sites are going to go through the roof.
Yep.
With all the stuff going on, look at fuel. So,
yeah, right.
I don't know. Maybe just get political now, but anyway, yeah. So no, that's cool, man. Hopefully it works out. If not, throw it out and go get a CBE like I got.
Yeah, like I said, you know what? To be honest with you, I was looking at the CBE.
Yeah.
For me, what's easier for me is I like a vertical sight.
Yeah.
Like it's just easier for me. I don't know why.
Yeah.
I think because it frees up more for me to be able to see where I'm aiming, I guess, or something. But that's why, because I was definitely looking at it and I was debating it. And then I remember because I used to have the Trophy Ridge 3-pin set too.
Yeah.
And like the same thing, I was having problems with it, and I was like, you know what? It's just not for me.
The nice thing is you got plenty of time to adjust. Not only adjust of course, yardage, and seeing how it throws an arrow, but you're going to have time to adjust your eye to being used to seeing what you're looking at through that sight window. I mean,
yep.
You're putting that pin on target acquisition. You may be able to judge yardage by your scope ring to the center of your pin to where a deer actually matches up in there. I'm doing the Ricky Bobby. I don't know what to do with my hands, like Ricky Bobby said.
Close enough.
Just put them down. Just put them down.
please just put them down.
We're Italian. We talk with our freaking hands.
You see me, I'm old with my hands.
But like I said, sometimes with the sight, it gives you an idea of the size of the sight ring, scope ring, I should say, to your pin on your target to where the animal takes up distance. It's a good way to judge yardage sometimes if you teach yourself that on a 3D target out in your backyard. I mean, just food for thought that people, getting into the sport and they're trying to learn how to do distance and stuff like that. It's just something I've learned over the years. You can tell, that deer's a little small in that scope ring sight. He's probably over 30. Maybe I should take a shot. Sometimes they're just a big brown blob, and it's like, okay, I can guarantee you that deer's within 20. He's gonna die.
Yeah.
So
and you know what I like also too, when you were just showing your bow, that you still shoot a whisker biscuit. And there's nothing wrong with that. I love the fact that you're very old school and very simple. Like me, I like simple sights and stuff, but I get complicated with other shit. So see, that's the difference.
I first and foremost, I mean, I've shot my share of target. Hey, Shane, the blind hunter. Nice to see you, Shane.
Nice
this guy's been killing it. He's been killing it out on the lakes ice fishing. He caught a bluegill like the size of my mitt, which was awesome. He's got some really nice perch too. I'm jealous. Should be out there doing that. But like I said, with the whisker biscuit. So you guys know a little bit of my background. I mean, I used to shoot 3D a lot because we had our own 3D course. We had 40 outdoor targets, with the Mackenzies when they came out back in the 90s. Mm-hmm. Had to be on the top of my game because it was my shoot. So,
of course.
But gosh darn it, back then I was shooting an Oneida Eagle nightmare, timing nightmare, piece of chunk. I'd like to take that thing and I pretty much wrapped it around a tree because I got tired of messing with the timing on it. I hear they've gotten better, so I don't want to say bad stuff about Oneida if somebody's got one. Dude, let me tell you, in the early prehistoric days of using them, and Ted Nugent shot one, so I had to have one because, Gerard, love the strike eagle. Yeah, not so much. I mean, when they were timed and adjusted right, they shot really well. The cool thing about them is the draw cycle. They're so smooth. And I was a finger shooter. I didn't use a release back then. And it really helped. I didn't get the string pinch like I would with a shorter compound. But I was shooting out to 75 yards. And, back then you had Tiger Tough rests. They were like that forked rest with a spring-loaded mechanism.
Yeah, I remember.
Whole skin around it and the little plastic tubes on it, shrink wrap them, and shoot off of that. I mean, that's what we used to shoot back then. Problem with that was you pick a bow up and, you do something or try to put the bow on your lap while you're sitting there and the arrow falls off the rest. And, it's like, what am I going to do with that? And then the whisker biscuit came along. And I got to thank my cousin Brian. We call him Chum Lee. That's his nickname. But I said, what is that thing called? He's like, the whisker biscuit. I'm like, that is funny as hell, man. I'm like, how much are they? They were like dirt cheap. So I was like, you know what? I'm going to try it. I said, doesn't it rob kinetic energy? And he's like, well, a little bit, but look what you can do. And you can turn the bow upside down and shake the bow and the arrow don't go anywhere.
Yep.
And
I shot one for the longest.
Yeah. And I was like, that's like a freaking no-brainer because I'm a hunter first. I could give a shit about shooting a freaking foam target, I mean, you can just like jump around and do whatever with that. But, and, at the time I had different bow. I had 2 bows, so I had something set up for 3D. My main hunting bow was my bow. And, But I just like simple, man. I don't like overthinking stuff. I mean, I got a drop away rest when I had my Elite off of Temu. Yeah. Let me tell you something. It worked freaking good. And it was like, I think it was like $11 or something on Temu. And I was like, you know what? This $1,800 bow is going to have this sweet drop away Temu rest. And if it works, it works. And if it don't, it don't. And it worked fine. It really did. I couldn't say anything bad about it. It was like a strike. I don't even know. I don't know. It was like, I don't know. I can't remember the name of it, but it worked. It was cheap ass. I mean, all it did was when you drew back, it lifted up. It didn't like drop away like a spring.
Yeah.
It's like, okay, we're gonna go like real basic here, and hopefully this thing works. But no, it worked fine. Would I use it for hunting? Absolutely freaking not. But I've seen where drop away rests. Look, I believe in KISS. Keep it simple, stupid. That's my theory. When I'm hunting, the less I have to think about. It's hard enough thinking about your setup, right? I mean, we all go through this every year. We go into a patch of woods, we start looking for sign, and whether it's seasonal, like every year, that we know where we're going to go and set up on that buck. We know that, especially if it's like a 4.5, 5.5-year-old buck, we know he's walking that ground. So, it's like that's tough enough. I want to be able to put that thing in my hand, draw back, pick a spot on the animal, and just make a great release and just let it fly. And if I got to worry about, oh, geez, did that little paracord thing slip on that drop away? Is my arrow going to ricochet off of that thing? If it doesn't, I mean, hey, if you use them, I'm so glad, like you guys love them, shoot them. I don't have a problem with you doing it. I would never knock, like, somebody uses something a certain way. Go ahead, dude. You've killed deer with it. That's awesome. Me, all I want to do is shove that arrow in there. I want to be able to put the bow on my lap, pick the bow up, put it on the hanger, break dance, whatever. I mean, as long as the arrow stays in that stupid rest, that's all I give a crap about. So the other thing you have to worry about with them, here, hold on. Yeah. If you can see. Yeah, you can see it actually perfect. So that hole, there's different diameter holes for these. So when you get into smaller diameter carbons, like some of you guys are shooting 4, 5, 6 millimeter carbon arrows, you're going to have to buy that biscuit that is for that arrow, because I went to a 204 diameter arrow, and I think I had like a bigger carbon hole on that, and it was floppy in there. So like you draw back and I go clunk like a little bit in there.
Yeah.
But it's good. I like it. It's very reliable. It does rob a little kinetic energy. I will give you that, but I'm shooting a 500 and plus grain arrow. It's okay. What do we got here? I never had an issue with a QAD. Just switch to handles, limb driven. When I put the new string on the sight, my 10-year-old PSE. Now see that Dave has got like old reliable. That's my bow too. I don't know. I think it's like a 2000, maybe 14. It's a Z3 Matthews. I mean, last year was almost the last year for it, but I can't. I killed so much stuff with it. I don't want to get rid of it. It's still really good. I mean, it's like awesome sheep. So, Dave stays with what he knows works, and I know a lot of guys that do that. They're not switching up. They're staying with their reliable equipment. He's probably very comfortable with it. We had a little get together shoot. He shot really well with it. So what the hell? Why go spend the money? Why go spend the money? I mean, when we all get factory sponsored and stuff like that, then we can play around with that. So whoever's listening, Matthews, I shoot Matthews, but
so do I.
So do you. Nothing from anything. No, I mean, like I tell everybody, just use what works, whatever you're comfortable. I mean, some people, you can't draw a bow back and you don't feel comfortable with it. Don't shoot it just because of a name.
Yeah.
I don't care about that crap. I mean, whatever works for you, shoot it. Hell, I shot my recurves. What the hell's my recurve? I shot my recurve for seasons, man. I killed a buck with it. It's awesome. But, it's all good. But like I said, hopefully you get that figured out. If not, go to that CBE.
Yeah. No, like I said, I'm going to see what they say, and
yeah,
we'll go from there. I'm already starting to look at backup sites just in case, but we'll see what happens. I'm not too worried about it because I got you. I'll just call you and bitch to you, and you'll tell me what to do.
You guys,
Frank, what did I tell you? You don't listen.
Listen. What does the introduction say? You're the bow tactician.
That's what it says.
I'm the storyteller. I'm the storyteller. I can't help you. I can't. You're on your own. I don't know what to tell you. You're going to have to be the bow tactician that you are. Listen, maybe the editor, maybe the guy that announces it, he knows you very well. He's saying, Frank, the bow tactician.
Yeah.
Squatch, the storyteller that just tells stories.
See, I think what he meant to put in there was the situation, but somehow, ChatGPT put it as bow tactician.
Hey, if you want to have a good hoot and laugh at yourself, everybody on here, listen, guys, ChatGPT yourself and watch the explanation that comes up of who you are. That'll really blow your mind.
Yeah.
Yeah, they said I'm like a 6 foot tall, hairy being that runs around the woods, scaring the shit out of everybody. And I'm like, no, that's not me. not the least. That's not Squatch.
Only some people.
Well, it's been known to happen here and there.
Yeah. Of course.
I'm a friendly Squatch. I like to get along.
That's it, man.
Yeah, but cool, man. So the bow stuff is
underway.
This is the time of the year. We can't emphasize it more to everybody. Now's the time. I mean, there's a lot of guys get out there and spring turkey hunt with their bows. So we got up here in New York starts May, May 1st. So, if you're going to get your bow out there, maybe you got to do some tweaking and changing. Maybe you're changing an arrow setup as far as grain weight. Want a little bit flatter arrow. I shoot a 250 spline. So, if you're going to shoot something fast and quick at a turkey, you might want to go to like a 350 spline. Get your grain weight down, a couple inches, grains per inch, and might have to recite in your sight tape or recite in your pin. But now's the time to do it. Get out there and fling some arrows at some foam or whatever the hell you shoot at. And this way, and the other thing too is if you're going to hunt out of a blind, like you and I do, practice shooting out of that blind because you'll be surprised how much that little window like you're shooting through or that gap you're shooting through changes your peripheral as far as being able to yardage stuff with your pin. It changes your sight window a little bit. So practice in what you're going to be shooting at with your setup. If you're wearing a face mask, like say you're sitting on the ground, maybe you're going to be like, in a ghillie suit and you're going to like smack a turkey that comes in with your bow at like 30 yards and you got a face mask on. Practice with that because you might not feel your anchor point or, you may shoot, the string may pull off your face mask and then you're, sitting there like, okay, that just happened. Yeah. But, now's the time, get out there. Can't emphasize it enough. I mean, and practice all summer long, man. Get out the shoots. If you got like local gun clubs that are doing shoots or, you get maybe 5-10 minutes a day out in your yard, practice because, we're going to be getting into that season quick.
Oh, yeah. We'll be here before you know it.
This guy from Pursuit Live, this guy Dave, he's chatty today. He likes talking to us.
Yeah.
He does have a question. He says, I got a question about blind hunting with the bow and blind. Shoot through blind. Can you really shoot through them accurately?
I've never tried it.
I have.
I'm just not that brave.
I have. I would say you're talking about name brand. I've had that screen looking mesh.
Yeah.
It's tight woven and it has Velcro square around it. You have to make sure that is very taut between the poles. If it sags or has any like looseness in it, it will deflect your arrow. Of course, if you're shooting mechanicals, you're going to have an issue. You may deploy the mechanical as it hits through the screen. It's going to cause drag on your arrow, and it's going to go like cattywampus into a tree and probably miss your turkey. To be absolutely sure, I have done it. I have shot through them. does work as long as it's taught. But practice with it. I mean, set it up in your yard, shoot an arrow or two through it, whatever your setup is. Be the safest bet, man, because I'd hate like hell to say, yeah, you're fine. And then after May, you see me at like a shoot and you're like, you're a jerk. You told me that would work.
People reaching out to me be like, hey, your buddy Squatch, he sucks.
Yeah. Yeah.
You're supposed to be the book of knowledge over here.
No, like I tell everybody, man, just always
do what works for you and
practice your setup. I mean, yeah, I mean, it is designed like that to do it. I would say, you know, if you don't at least try it out in the yard, it's you know, like Murphy's Law, it's going to screw you when you get out there. You're going to go, oh, Jesus, why did I try to shoot that turkey through that freaking screen? Yep. Makes sense. Nothing like backing up to a tree holding 70. True.
That'll work too. That'll work.
Yeah. I mean, I really should shoot one with the bow. When I'm out in the fall, I'll be out there in the fall and it's turkey season. I'll wing an arrow at them, you know, try to hit them. I never do. I go under them or around them or something like that. I think they got force fields around them.
Probably just ricochet.
But no, you can. I mean, like I said, you know, I like the shotgun. It's just something about that. I put that new sight on there last year, and
yep, God. I got the same one. So
yeah, you do
the same one.
Yeah, yeah, and I mean, that was just awesome. I mean, I like the shotgun. It's that time of the year. I want to use my freaking 835.
That's it. I just want to hear the gun go off.
Yeah,
the turkey flopping on the floor. That's the best.
Yeah, I mean, if you're not 250 like me and you're not solidly sitting in your chair, that gun will spin you around in a circle on a blind chair. So you got to be kind of, you know, throw an anchor out before you pull the trigger on that thing. I was a little nervous about you when I handed you.
I was just about to say it.
You were kneeling down in that blind, and I'm like, holy shit! I'm like, hold on to that thing, man, because it's gonna knock you over.
I remember watching Bird, and I'm telling you, listen, I'm like, Squatch, see if you can get him closer, or see if you can get him to stop. I think I said.
Yeah.
And you're like, now, Frank, I'll hold make sure you hold that gun. I'm like, I got it, Squatches. just get him to stop, please. Just get him to stop.
Yeah.
And you're like, no, Frank, I'm serious. I would really hold that gun.
Yeah, no, that listen, man. I mean, sighting that in and then checking different patterns with different shot. I think I told you I shot that about 8 times up in the back.
Oh, I saw your shoulder afterwards.
Oh, dude, I'm telling you, that's not for the weak-hearted, man. It was like, I don't know, it was like 60s or 70s out that day. I was sighting it in. I came home, I got a flannel, like an insulated flannel. That thing was, that thing was tearing my shoulder up, man. I was like, no way, this thing's it's too evil. That's
no, man. I mean, I'm looking forward to it again. I can't wait to get back out there with you and start chasing some birds.
We got some. It's a lot of fun, man. It's a lot of fun. Yep. Turkey season is a whole new, you know. It's just nice. You're not out there freezing your butt off like you are when you're deer hunting. They talk to you.
Yep.
You know, if there's so many, and it's a long season. It's a whole month, but it's awesome because, you know, you get to relax. You know, it's you run around. I mean, you change your setups. It's not like hunting deer out of a tree or,
no,
you know, you're just trying to drive yourself crazy. You're experiencing moving around, chasing these animals. I mean, they're talking to you. You know, I mean, God, how many turkeys did we see last year at one time? I mean, we probably counted 30-something turkeys out of a flock, easy, and they were just coming from every damn direction up there.
Yep.
And which was really cool. I mean, you know,
I couldn't focus.
Frank brought me in on a private piece of property that he had, and it's like a mecca for turkey.
Yep.
So you know, it was pretty cool. We had a great time. I bought one of those. Speaking of Temu again, because I'm a cheap ass. I bought you guys seen the Tide Weed blind that like they had at the show that you can see through.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, Tide Weed is Japanese or whatever the hell it is. Well, so is Temu. So they came from the same place, but I paid $75 for this blind. It's big enough to put two guys in it. You can see through it just like the freaking, the Temu one. And it works awesome. So we're sitting there and the turkeys are, messing with us hard. And he goes, "What do you want to do?" And I'm like, "We're just going to hang out." And he's like, "Well, I usually get up and move around at, about this time of the day." I said, "Yeah, we're just going to hang out." And he's like,
"Yeah,
okay, watch. That's cool." I'm like, just chill out, man. Chill out. Because I'm seeing turkeys coming from the east, the west, the north, the south, everywhere in between.
Yep. And I just
like Disneyland. They're popping out of these like magical holes in these farm fields, and they're like, "Ta-da, we're here."
Yep.
So I'm like, "Nah, dude, we're gonna sit tight." I mean, I know you know the land, but what I'm seeing here, let's just chillax for a little bit. So, like, we got like cameras on tripods. You would think we were like, like one of these like hunting the public shows or something. We
look very professional.
Freaking Hollywood, right?
Yeah.
So Frank, he's like, "Squatch, I gotta stand up and stretch, man." I'm like, "Yeah, go ahead," And all of a sudden, the look on his face, he's like, "Oh my God, he's here." I'm looking around. I'm like, "Who's here?" The turkey's coming up through the field. He's running. Get ready. Get ready. I'm like, "No, this is your farm. You're going to shoot that bird, dude." "No, I can't. I can't get the freaking gun out there to shoot him. I'm telling you, it's all right."
Yeah.
All right. Well, here comes Mr. Tom Turkey on a straight dead run for these. What's the decoys you use?
It's Avian X.
Avian X.
Yep.
Guys, if you want a realistic, like super, like painted, however they mold them, real life turkey decoy, get yourself them Avian X's. Those things are bad ass. Let me tell you what. This gobbler locked eyes with that damn decoy, and he wasn't having it. And he's like, "No, this is, my field. I heard you talking crap up here before, and you got all quiet because, you thought I wasn't around. I'm going to jack you up." And he comes running in. Well, to his demise, he met the 835.
Sure did.
And it was lights out, man, all over. And then I'm like, happy. And then I went, I just shot Frank's bird. And he's like, "Dude, what are you, crazy? I told you to." And I'm like, yeah, okay. All right. And he's like, "No, I'm serious. It's all right. It's all right. I'm happy. I'm happy." I'm like, "Well, it was nice hunting here because it's probably the last time I'm back."
I remember that conversation. Yeah.
Yeah. So you can, and I mean, if you guys watch the video, you get a chance to go back and watch the video on my YouTube channel. You will actually see that look of like, "Oh, what did I just do?"
Yeah.
So, but hey, that's what it means to have a true friend, a brother who is happy to see you succeed, unlike some other people that would get upset. "Oh, I thought I was going to shoot my bird over there." Not what it's about. We just learned that, yes, we got through that step of taking a prize over somebody else, and they were okay with it. So I'm grateful for that. It was awesome.
It was awesome. I remember right after you took the shot, after we went through all those emotions, you looked at me and you go, "Tell me you got that on camera." I'm like, and I looked at you then in the face. I was like, "No."
Yeah. And that was the other point. I got sidetracked. I was focusing more on like, I'm going to get a beat down from Frank for shooting a bird out from underneath him. But yeah, I'm like, "Dude, we got 3 cameras up. You got that, right?" He's like, "No." I'm like, "Son of a bitch." I'm like, "Really?" So, and he's like, "Well," I'm like, "All right, I'll just turn it on now. The bird's just like about dead flopping out there in the field. So let's just film it from that point on."
Yep.
So next year's better. Well, we're more prepared. You got your new 360 camera like I got.
Yep.
But yours is even a little nicer. It does some more stuff, which is really cool.
And I told you, now I got the remote for it too, so it's easier to, turn it on and off that way. So so that would be pretty fun. I'm looking forward to using it, especially for deer season and stuff too.
Yep.
So I'm
Absolutely.
excited.
Absolutely.
I think it's going to be good.
I filmed when I shot the 8-pointer, that thing, and you know what's it's so compact because it's only like that big.
Yeah.
So actually, hey, hold on a second.
Look at you. You got like the room of toys over there.
Well, this is the war room. This is the war room. That's the Insta 360. So you guys can see it's got now. So that little dot there is actually like your screen that you see it's actually filming, but it'll do 360 or it'll do like 180. So all you do, it comes in this like little soft case too, but you see it's actually threaded right there. So you know those camera mounts we use? I think they're HGE or HG.
Yes.
Those mounts, the swivel mounts.
Yeah.
The ones you told me to use for my trail cameras, which was a blessing because the stupid straps drive me crazy.
They drive me crazy. That's why I told you about them.
Yeah. So you got that. Do I have that in here? If I got one of them in
you
here.
Probably do somewhere.
Well, anyway, so we're hunters first. We're not cameramen. We're not film crews. I mean, I don't have the money to hire a guy to sit there with me and say, "Hey, can you film this for a couple hours for me?" This thing is really handy. So it's filming in 360, right?
Mm-hmm.
So all I did was take one of those handy dandy camera mounts that you turned me on to that just twist into the tree, self-tapping. Thread that little bad boy on the end of it. Get your angle kind of sort of where you want it to look. And you got a cameraman.
That's it.
And the whole time this thing's on, right? And you can talk to it, say, "Hey, start recording." Or you can just, hit the button on the side or whatever and turn it on real quick. That's what I did. So it was kind of like off to my side over here. Now it's taking a 360 picture of what's going on. In the editing, you have a cameraman. So on the timeline, I don't know how many people do their own editing here. You have a timeline on a normal editor. This is kind of the same way, but then in the view, you've got that 360 picture. So say I want to pan to my left and that deer's coming in. All I have to do is on the timeline, right click, and then it makes a dot, and then I scroll. Now it's like the cameraman sitting there with a camera on his shoulder, and he's panning, and you see what that's filming on 360. You want to turn it back?
It's awesome.
Yeah. And I mean, you're probably going to have some questions for me because I don't know how much you've used it yet or messed around with it. It takes some getting used to in the editor, but dude, it's awesome. The only thing that kind of sucks, like, you can zoom in the program. So you got a deer like 25 yards, 30 yards, you'll see it, but it's not like you have to actually zoom in the editor to actually blow the pixelization up the screen. But it bleeds out a little bit. So, but it's a cool thing. I mean, it's awesome. I like it for also too, like when I'm fishing out on the boat, because I just use the boat. I don't have nothing fancy. We're in reservoirs fishing for trout. But the whole time, I don't have to worry about, am I catching this, what's going on, or I'm leaning over the boat to net a fish. It's getting everything. That's the cool part. It's getting everything. I can figure it out in the editing when I go through, For you guys who are maybe just getting started, you're filming your hunts and stuff like that, try to edit your hunt before you put it through the editor, because the more that you do up front with setting your camera up for the views and all that, it's going to save you time editing. I mean, for a 20-minute, say I got 20 minutes of footage, it's over an hour and a half to edit something, to the way you want it. And I'm learning as I go. I'm not a professional. I'm getting free, whatever the hell it is on here. Dave said it really good. Dave, I'm sure you see it too. Like, you learn something new every time. Like, I wanted to have, it was a hunt dedicated to my grandfather, like how I got my start. So at the end, I wanted a woodsy scene with like some sunlight coming through, and they actually had a picture like that. And I was like, oh man. And I didn't realize I could click on that, put it in the timeline, put it, a written description, in it, and then do that in the timeline with some music and stuff. So I learned that as I went along, with the edit.
That's pretty cool.
But that 360 is a game changer, because if you guys watch that turkey video, I had it on in there, and I turned to us in that I turned to like the turkey back out in the field, and I'm not moving that camera. I'm doing that in the editing.
No.
So it's wild. I actually want to get another one. Maybe I'll get that newer version like you got.
Yeah.
Too, because what I want to do is take one of them down actually and put it on the ground.
That'd be cool.
In my shot window, so you can actually see the impact.
Mm-hmm.
On that 360, and then as the deer like bounds and leaps away, like you can turn that and get that action shot going out. But yeah, in a perfect world, Squatch.
In a perfect world. But I mean, it also worked. It also worked when you came out to Jersey, and you shot that deer off my tree stand. That buck.
Oh yeah.
When you did the video for that, and you panned around, and I could see you like text. You were actually texting me like buck down and everything.
Yeah.
Like that was cool, man. That was really cool.
Oh yeah. And the shot.
Yep.
Yeah. So you had it has a ledger rail around the stand, like a safety rail to shoot off, or a gun rail, whatever you want to call it. I have a clamp mount that actually goes on. I use it also on my the what the hell's the thing on the
You use it on your
descender, the ascender.
Yeah, that's it.
That clamp, I use that. I clamp that to my ascender when I'm in the saddle, and I figured it out that no matter where I move as I'm pivoting, that ascender stays with me. So as long as I angle that camera right, it's out of my way, I can draw back and I'm filming at the same time. So save yourself an aggravation. You can get that C clamp. If I had the damn thing in here, I'd show you.
I tried it on a few hunts too when you told me about it. I didn't get to shoot nothing that night, but I tried it. It worked out pretty good.
But I just put it on that gun rail, and I was able to clamp it. And because of that 360 mode, it's really cool. And I shot. You see me shoot, and the buck goes down, and then of course right after we shoot, we're always talking to each other. So I just moved, in that editor, I panned it so you can see me actually talking to you, and then you see me keep looking around, make sure the deer are coming in. But it's cool. It saves the hell, like having to have somebody there focusing on you, moving back, doing this and that. It's really nice. Man. It saves that extra step, man.
Because honestly, I had it when I shot, my 8-pointer this year, because he went to one side of the tree and he was coming in so quick. I didn't have time to move my camera arm because he was going to pass my shooting lane. So I was just like, well, what do we always say, Squatch? We're a hunter first. So I said, screw it. Yeah. I got in position, came to full draw, and shot him. Now, the camera was on. You can hear me take the shot. You can hear it hit him. Smack. Yeah. But you don't see nothing because the camera's facing the other direction. You know, so if I would have had that 360, at least you would have saw me take the shot. Like, it would have been a little different, but
no,
so that's
absolutely.
what I'm looking forward to this year too.
Yeah. And like I said, it's always something, like you're adding another element into your hunt. Like, so, another new thing that I ended up getting is the Rix, RIX is how the company spells it. Rix Storm 3 thermal. Okay. For my predator hunting. And this thing is, oh my God. I mean, I hope you guys seen the video that I just, what pissed me off the other night? YouTube.
What's that?
YouTube.
Why?
Because I actually did. You heard it InShot, the editing program.
Yeah.
I didn't want to come up here and sit on the lap. I was tired. I was like, I could probably edit this video. It's only a couple minutes of footage, the actual hunt.
Mm-hmm.
Which, thank God, I thought I didn't get the footage, but that scope, my cousin owned it before me, and it's brand new. He only used it a couple of times. His friend put the option into the program for recoil activated recording. So it backdates that video 3 minutes. That's why I didn't miss out on the footage.
I remember you texted me saying, I didn't get it on camera.
My other scope, the ATN that I use, the day-night scope that just is a night vision, it has that too. But I shoot a very light recoil caliber in a 204, which it doesn't have a lot of kick. So I'm sitting there when I first got into this and filming. I'm like, yeah, I'm not going to trust that because I'll probably miss footage of me shooting something with that recoil activation and I'll miss out. Well, so anyway, back to the story of the coyote the other night. I finally was able to get out. Okay. We've had a ton of snow here. And, you know, it was very cold. I didn't want to go out. Plus, I've been plowing a lot with the highway department, constantly going. I've just been beaten, right? So the other night, I could finally get back there. I got back there with my Wolverine. I blazed the trail open, got up in there, got set up. So I have to walk out about 75, 80 yards to put the caller out. So I made a shit ton of noise getting in the woods up there, you know, in the orchard. And I'm like, yeah, I got to let things cool down for a little bit because I'm not going to do a call sequence, educate the hell out of them, and then they're not going to come in that or the next time or the time after that. The thing I had going for me was there's been no pressure back there because nothing's been back there. Now, my cameras run all year. I tell you guys that. I've been seeing the coyote back there. Sent a picture of Frank with a deer leg hanging out of one of the coyote's mouth, and I really wasn't happy about that.
Nope.
So, anywho, I get back there, get set up. I didn't even start calling, and I'm screwing around. You'll see it in the video. I'm screwing around with the palette colors that a thermal options have. You can change colors and change the crosshairs and change the color of the crosshair. So, you know, I'm learning this thing on the run. I'm not a technical. I won't sit there and read a freaking manual. I'll literally screw it up out in the woods until I figure it out. So, you know, it was a hands-on training, they call it, I guess.
Yep.
So you see me in the video. I'm click, 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 click. I'm playing around with this stupid ass thing. Well, when I had gotten started out there, I'm like, the record button is all the way back on the keypad on the top of this thing. My ATN, the button's all the way forward. Well, okay. I hit the back button on it, and I don't see numbers come up like it's counting down. I'm like, what the hell's going on? Am I hitting the right button? Nah, whatever. So I'm screwing around with it. Okay, I like that crosshair. I like that color palette. Ooh, now it's like a bright white. It looks like daylight out there. Huh. I scrolled down a little bit. I'm looking at the picture, and I see this dog standing there. And I'm like, it's my decoy. I'm like, asshole, you don't have a decoy out. That's a moving dog. That's a coyote. Shoot that damn thing. So I hit the back button again. I don't see anything pop up. I'm like, nah, I got to cock the hammer and let this thing rip. It's a New England Firearms. They don't even make them anymore. It's a single shot, 223, and it's got a heavy barrel on it. That thing is a tack driver. I can't tell you enough good about it. It's super accurate. So he starts walking, going to like an opening between the drainage ditch and the orchard and where they cross over a culvert pipe. And I just settled the crosshairs like the top of his neck to his head. And I touched it off and he just dropped. And I was like, oh my God, that was awesome.
Dude, that was an awesome shot.
Thanks. And, you know, I was like, I just kept the crosshairs on him. And now I'm thinking in the back of my head, I'm going, you didn't record that, dummy. You didn't record that. You need footage. This is like your first time out. You're already in the beginning of March here, and you need to get stuff to put on your channel. And you screwed it up. So good job. Yeah, perfect. So I proceed to press record, and I get him laying there, and I'm like, yeah, exciting. Great. So
here we go again.
I'm like, whatever. I killed a coyote. I'm like, I don't care. Then I'm thinking to myself, oh, Jesus, did I shoot a freaking fox? For you guys that don't know or don't hunt with a thermal, so the day-night scope is actually night vision. You actually see the animal like in a picture. Basically, you're seeing like the whole outside diameter of the animal, the hairs, everything else. When you look at a thermal, you see a very clear picture of the animal, but it's skinnier because you're seeing the heat signature of what it's putting out. Okay. You know, it's a dog basically or something. I knew it had a long tail. I knew it was pretty tall, but I said, maybe it was a big fox. And I'm like, I hope it wasn't a fox because fox season's over.
Yeah.
And it was the 1st of March and I'm going, oh God, please don't let that be a fox. So I walk down there with the flashlight. I grab my pistol and I'm walking up to it. Now I start to see the size of it. And I'm like, oh, I'm like, that's that one that had the leg in its mouth. Now, this particular coyote was like a blondish red color. I would put it, right, Frank. I mean, he was kind of like,
Yeah,
he had like a dark
beautiful
streak
color.
down his back, like the hair got real dark on his back. We get some weird looking ones around here, but anyway, I'm like, son of a gun. So like 3 years ago, the piece that touches that orchard, I hunt and everything. It's very thick. We were in the coyote competition when they still allowed them in New York State. I went because I work for the highway department. I picked up like 3 roadkill deer, and I made a bait station up in that property. And I set my trail camera up to it, and that same coyote was up there, and I know it because of the color. And I was like, I got to get that dog. So I snuck up there, and I got almost to my box blind, and they busted me and took off. And you know how you teach a dog a trick? They're really witty. They know what they're doing. Same thing with coyotes. They're still canine. So once you educate them, they're hard to get back. And I seen them a bunch of times over the last couple of years. I had him on camera up there. And now this year I can't get up there. And he's on camera like every 3 days. I'm getting a picture of him. So I was like, this is awesome,
Yeah.
Probably looks like Johnny with a fifth of whiskey in a thermal. Yeah. Yeah.
That pretty much sums it up.
Johnny does have mange, so I would say, yeah, you're close. Very close. But yeah, man, that's that new thermal scope from Rick's. Wow.
No,
And I mean,
I was very impressed.
And the things, I mean, it literally goes right to my phone. You can watch it in real time. Like if you were sitting by me, you could be like, holy crap, look at these, I can see what he's seeing.
That's awesome.
The thing I love about that too is it's very easy to use. When I did the quick zeroing on it, it's like one shot zero. It literally took me 3, but it was kind of my fault. Yeah, they are. Yeah. And baited with claymores works the best. Yeah, claymores are kind of expensive these days. They're hard to get,
especially now.
I do use the what is it, the Pyrodex or whatever the hell it is? Not Pyrodex. What's that thing that explodes?
Oh, what do you call it?
Tannerite.
That's it. Yeah.
Tannerite. You can use tannerite in a position like that. So let them come into the bait and then shoot the tannerite, and you'll send a coyote about like 300 feet in the air. If you got enough tannerite, but you got to buy enough. Kids who are listening, talk that over with your parents first. Don't say
teach my son Squatch.
Uncle Squatch didn't tell you to go out and do that.
But, he says he does it all the time.
No, but like I said, what a game changer. It was awesome just to get out there the first time with that. I mean, I've been messing around with it out here in the yard, watching the yard deer come down and bed and stuff. And I'm like this thing is stupid. I'm sending you pictures of it. I'm like, look at this. It's like a video game.
Yep. You're literally like, dude, you gotta see this thing.
Yeah. I mean, they're not like crazy expensive. I mean, the Storm 3 is, dude, it has target acquisition out to 900 yards. I'm not shooting 900 yards, but I do look out through orchards pretty far. That view in that video, if you see that tree line, it's like 350 plus. If there was a chipmunk on the rock wall, I'd see the heat signature of it. That's how good it is.
That's crazy.
They make a Storm 6, which, and the Storm series are like a compact series. They're meant for like basically like an AR platform or hunting rifle. They're lightweight, compact. Then they have their Leap series, and that's an actual scope with an actual zoom. But now we're starting to talk thousands. Yeah, I don't need that. I'm not out west. I'm shooting pretty close here. Nice. But if you get the chance, you guys getting a predator hunting. I did start out with the ATN day-night scope. Great scope. I mean, you will have no problem killing that, and it's a big step up from just using a tinted light like we used to use, green lights, red lights.
Yeah.
They're smart to it, man. They pick up on those lights, even though they say the that the green light doesn't really bother them and the red light doesn't bother them. It does because they catch it in their eyes. And a helpful tip, if you're using an IR illuminator with your day-night scope, keep that thing pointed kind of upward as your prey is coming in. They will pick up the IR in their eyes. I've had fox come barreling in right towards me, like flying in, and that IR I had the gun set up and I'm on them and they're like they'll juke away from it and I'm like, why are they turning? I'm saying, why are they turning? I don't have a flashlight on them. But the way that IR illuminator bounces off that glow lens in their eye, like the deer in the headlight look.
Yeah, of course.
And with an IR, that's the first thing you see coming through the woods is their eyes. That's the first thing you pick up on. Whereas the thermal, you actually see the body heat signature coming up. For you guys that don't know what a thermal is, it's like a FLIR camera, like they use in military. They use it to check like heat signatures in walls if there's hot spots. That's how that thermal works. But spend the money, man. I'm telling you, you'll love it. And then the thing records sound. I mean, I don't need a camera, man. You're watching the view I get when I shoot.
Yep, that video was awesome. When you sent it to me, I was like, nice. I couldn't wait to show my son. My son loved it. He must have watched that 100 times already.
Yeah. No, thanks, man. I mean, and this is the crazy, the lunatics that we are with hunting and everything. And I mean, Frank knows he could call me any time of the day or night. It don't matter. I mean, whatever. You're not bothering me. It's all good. I had the podcast, Whitetail Advantage. It was Sunday night. And I told them guys, I'm like, I got to get out. I got to go shoot a coyote. So I go back, not there 20 minutes, shoot the coyote. It's already like 10:15.
Yeah.
And I'm like, oh, I gotta send a picture to Frank. He's going to flip.
Yeah.
Send him the text. And it took a couple minutes. And I'm like, he'll probably see it tomorrow. Then it's like, ba-ding, 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 ba-ding. I'm like, oh, yeah, he's up. He's up.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. I was fired up.
Yeah, you were like, that's freaking awesome. I'm like, yeah, I was just glad to finally get out there and shoot one with it, No,
man, I'm happy for you because those things are they're nothing but trouble.
Nah, they're miserable, man. And I got 4 beautiful little beagles here that run wild in our backyard here. And I've already had some close calls with those dogs coming right to the boundary. Yeah. I don't need them hurting my dogs. My neighbor's got a small little Shih Tzu, I think they call him, like a little white fur ball. Yep. He doesn't really let that thing out of his sight, but God forbid, like he's always scared. Like he's like, please kill them things off, man. They come through the yard. I'm like, don't worry, we got it. And we actually had a problem with foxes. With his last dog was kind of like the same kind of dog. He told me it was a coyote came into the yard and started like barking at the dog, and I'm like, your dog would be dead. And he's like, I'm telling you, it's a coyote. So I went on my phone and I put up a picture of a red fox. I go, was that it? Yeah. I go, no, that's a red fox, bud. And he's like, well, that's what came in and tried to attack the dog. And I was like, we'll take care of that problem, because now I had chickens. It's attacking his dog. So you know what? Nuisance time. I ended up shooting 3, and then I gave him a gun and I told him how to use it. He never shot anything before in his life. The next morning I get up for work. I hear, I was like, that was my 22 Hornet going off. I'm like, no freaking way. God bless him. I mean, you got to understand, he's an animal loving guy. He doesn't like to hurt something. I get up there and he's crying and I'm like, are you okay, bud? And he's like, I never shot anything before, man, but I don't want it hurting my dog. I'm like, you did the right thing. It's okay. I mean,
yeah,
it's a lot for somebody when you don't shoot something ever. Yep. So, I just gave him a little friendly pat on the back. I was like, give me back my gun. You're done.
That's it. That's it. Now, how long does coyote season go for by you? Is it
to the 31st, 31st of March?
To the 31st. That's what.
Yeah, 31st of March. Of course, like I said, if they're a nuisance or they're coming in to hurt my livestock or my animals in my yard, it's fair game. I don't give a flying rat's ass. I'm going to level it.
Yeah.
They're really, how do you say it? I guess they come in waves here. Like when I first moved in, there was a big pack of them that used to really run around a lot. the DEC actually came in and like relocated them, got into their den and stuff and did stuff with that. Then they kind of like petered out for a while. I didn't hear them a lot. And then within the last 5 or 6 years, man, they really, listen, they've tried to eradicate them out west. So like you shoot a coyote, the pack knows there's a dog missing. When they breed, instead of having 4 pups, they have 6. Yeah, it's just, like their way they're bred, I guess, the way that they reproduce. Yep. So, but that's okay. Make more. I'll just keep shooting you.
That's it. Hey, listen, you got plenty of bullets, so you'll be all right.
Yeah, I reload. I have no problem making some, really nasty stuff to just take them out.
That's it.
I mean, that was just factory ammo. That was a 62 grain Remington hollow point match bullet. 223 is usually like 55 grain, but I like those 62 grain match. I mean, it's a melon buster. I shot him and he had a nice lead sandwich and went to sleep. So
that's it.
That's all you can ask for. Make a quick, clean kill and knock him down, and that's all I want. I mean, I'm just trying to eradicate them. I don't want them to, run off or something like that. But
yep. So I'm hoping to, hopefully I can get up by you. I've been dying to come out with you.
Yeah. Yeah.
Make some,
well,
some
now we
memories.
And now we got both guns set up. So, before, like, I have that monocular, that's a thermal, that's made by AGM, and it's the low line one. I didn't spend a ton of money on it, but it does help you scan instead of having your eye up to the gun all the time.
Yeah,
you do see something, like a heat signature coming in, to drop that, get your gun up, start getting ready. So, like, if I had a sidekick with me, that's what I would do with them. Here, you run the scanner.
Mm-hmm.
I'll shoot. After I shoot one, I'll scan. You hold the gun. We'll go from there. Now,
sounds good.
I have the capabilities of both guns set up. We're sitting there in the blind, and we'll just be like, get ready, count of 3, squeeze off, because we're going to annihilate what comes in.
That's it.
But yeah, you definitely got to get over here soon, because I know.
Said unfortunately, not unfortunately, but Saturday is our Boondock game dinner, so we got to go to that, and hopefully I can get up sometime after that.
Yeah, we got a couple more weeks after that, but yeah, looking forward to the game dinner. Still don't know what the F I'm gonna make, but I'll make something.
Yeah. No, it's gonna be a good time. A lot of people are coming out. We know Connor and
speaking of the game dinner, the Sacciarulli Italian guy there that makes the sauce and
he'll be there.
Stuff for the scents and all that other stuff. He's going to be talking his spiel there about how he does all that.
I can't wait to hear this.
So I'm looking forward to that, because
absolutely,
when he talks, you really need to put an ear and listen and find out, because that's valuable knowledge as far as how we use our scents
100%.
And how they're made. I mean, you learn a lot about it. There's a lot to that interdigital gland stuff. There's a lot to the pheromones and the scents, and key tactics on when to put them out, when to use them. So it's going to be a cool thing to hear him speak, especially, and we can throw stuff at him, which is even better.
Yeah, that's even better. Do a few little spitballs or something.
Yeah, I'm thinking like a calamar, Sure, look out, get a calamar. Hey, what's the matter with you? You'd be all mad at me.
Yep. No, it's going to be good, man.
Oh, man, Dave can't make it.
No, he can't make it.
Well, Dave, man, in your honor, we did get a cardboard cutout of you, and we'll put it in a chair next to us.
We're going to take a few selfies with it. It'll be a good time.
We promise we won't do anything like,
Yeah, we won't draw on it or nothing.
We won't draw things on it. We promise. If it was a Chris cutout, we would. Yeah. Or John. Chris John, we would definitely defile something there. That would be really, really bad. Just like,
Just like, there you go.
Yeah. I mean, there would be no telephone pole at a tree stand with a cardboard cutout of you.
No, listen, you can trust us. We're,
Oh yeah,
we're very, we're very humble people. We don't start no trouble.
And I mean, plus Gerard's there. I mean, he's gonna like keep us in line.
Yeah, he always keeps us in line. He's like, it was so funny during it was not too long ago. We were all texting, and he was like, "You guys are nuts."
Yeah,
I was like, "Yeah, sorry, Gerard.
It helps.
Sorry. Yeah, it does.
I've always been crazy, but it's kept me from going insane.
That's true.
Well, and
very good point.
Well, listen, man, we're at like
hour 10. We're up there today. So
what the hell happened? You let me ramble on.
I mean, we had some good stuff to talk about.
Yeah, I mean,
the coyote, the turkeys. So we're good, man.
Yeah,
freaking bows, and that's it. It's all right.
We didn't know what we were really going to talk about tonight, so we just kind of winged it. But hopefully, you guys enjoyed it. And if not, just send us nasty letters and
just say what the hell you guys doing, and we'll fix it.
Actually, better yet, just blame Trump. Everybody else does. So I mean,
there you go. It's creative.
I mean, creative. I don't blame him. I think he's doing a fine job. But
but you know,
it is what it is.
People do.
Yeah.
So,
all right,
brother. Well, you want to hit us off with a little prayer, real quick, brother?
Yeah. I'll be the preacher, man. As usual. But Father God, as always, we thank you for bringing everybody to our show. We're so blessed to have the viewers that we have, the support that we have from our companies. And, this is easy to do because we love doing it. And we thank you for that, Lord. We thank you for the days of getting out there, watching sunrises and sunsets. If we get the game, that's the actual trophy. We enjoy the time spent with friends and family, Lord God. And we just look for that for another day from you. In Jesus' name, I pray for everybody. And as always, Frank, Squatch, God bless you all. We're out of here.
Good night, guys.
Good night.
You've been listening to the Frank and Squatch Show, presented by Whitetail Advantage. Thanks for joining us around the campfire. Be sure to subscribe and leave a review. Until next time, stay sharp, hunt hard, and keep chasing the wild.